Hello lovelies, it's Lesley, not quite enough distance. This is my third time of ringing. No, this is my third time of trying to record this. And now my phone's going off again. That's a text. I'm going to ignore it for the moment. How are we? It's been one of those days. I shall drink tea. I hope you're all doing okay. Thank you for all the comments and your thoughts on last week's mammoth vlog with all my cooking and all of that. Lawnmower update. The new lawnmower has arrived and has been assembled, and I've mown both lawns, so we're all good. So, yes, it's heavy. It's a petrol mower. Compared to other places in the world, we have relatively small yards or gardens, but it's still big enough that it needs a fairly chunky lawnmower. So it's quite heavy. It's one what's it called? Self-propelled, where you pull a lever and the back wheels start turning. So if you're going up an incline, which we do have at the back, it makes it easier, because otherwise it would be too heavy for me to push uphill. But because it's quite a heavy machine, and then you pull the lever and these wheels start going, I was basically doing wheelies up the lawn, which has an entertainment value of its own, but does mean that the front was lifting up, so the cutting blades weren't anywhere near the grass. So that's a skill that I would say I need to acquire. I only need to inquire when himself isn't here. He normally is happy to take care of lawn mowing duties, and I'm normally quite happy to let him. But as he's not been around and he's away quite a bit over the next few weeks, then yeah, I'm going to have to do it. But the lawn has been mown, it looks better. The same will be happening to my hair on Wednesday. It's suddenly... Hair, when you have a short hairstyle, it kind of has a tipping point, doesn't it? Where you're going along fine, you put product on it, you're going along fine, and then suddenly it doesn't matter what you do, it feels horrible. So I'm at that stage, but by Wednesday it will be cut, so that is good. Craft-wise, I was on my own at the weekend, so I finished some stuff, and you can see behind me here, there is a dress. So I was sewing, yes, sewing again. So I made a dress, I cut the pieces out last weekend, finished it this weekend. Very simple A-line. I have made one of these before. I did that as a sort of sample piece just to test out the pattern, because it was a free pattern that I'd never used before. All details will be in the month-end podcast, and I'll talk all about it then. But yeah, it felt quite nice to get that done. I'll put a picture in here of me wearing it so that you can see it. Now, it's quite roomy. I actually still have my jeans on under the dress at this point. I can't believe my phone today. I should have put it on silent the last time. I will keep this piece short. So yes, so I've finished a frock. So I hadn't done a lot on the knitting. Well, I have done some knitting, but it's stuff that doesn't feel like I'm kind of getting near the end of anything at the moment. But I did some sewing, so that was good. I better go and deal with these texts, and I'll catch up with you later in the week. Cheers. Hello, lovelies. The hair has been cut. You have no idea how much better that feels. My lovely himself was away last weekend. He goes away again tomorrow. I'm not expecting anything else from him because he has... Well, one doesn't expect anyway. But he has brought me some pretties. I'll go through them all in detail for the month-end podcast, or this weekend as we call it. But 3 skeins of yarn, and... you can't read that, it says, home is where the yarn stash is. So I'm feeling very spoiled. Got some beautiful bright colours here. He knows me well. So yes, very spoiled. Hello, lovelies. It's going to be a bit of a short one this week because not much has happened really. Himself has gone away again. This time he's gone to Lancashire. So if you're looking at a map of the UK, we're there. Last week he was there. This week he's there. We don't fall out much. We rarely argue, it has to be said. So yes, that's him this week. He was looking at yarn shops in the area where he's staying, but expectations are not high, as he was so generous from the last trip, so we shall see. It's very nice if he does bring me something, but it's by no means compulsory. This weekend, big weekend in my local town. It's Jack in the Green weekend, so it's all about beginning of May, start of summer, freeing the spirit of summer, all these lovely pagan traditions that we celebrate here. I will be doing one event, but not both of the ones that our drumming troupe take part in. So Sunday I'll be wearing my new skirt for the first time, my one made of ties, for our drum off event. And Monday there's the big parade, which is, it's all day, and because himself isn't here and Madam is, I need to be here. I may be in the company of another dog as well. One of our drummers, I've offered to have their dog if they don't have anyone else to see to him. So I may have another puppy here. Not a puppy, but you know, they're all puppies, aren't they? So that could be interesting. It's not a dog that Madam has met before, so it could be interesting. But it'll be fine because she does meet other dogs. She just doesn't like it much. So, but it all will be well. All will be well. I'm kind of backstop on this arrangement, so it may not be that the other dog is here. So in which case it would just be me, Madam, and some knitting. So yes, and then next week, as it stands at the moment, relatively quiet with work next week. So hopefully I'll get a nice lot of crafting done. But if work picks up, then I won't, and that's just the way it goes. It's never even. So I hope you're all well. I hope whatever you're up to, you're all okay. And yes, avoiding the Rona or any other illnesses. Those of you who still have the cough and the fatigue, you have my sympathies. It gets a bit galling after a while, doesn't it? But generally, we're plodding along fine, and I hope that you are too. So the month end podcast goes up this weekend, or tomorrow. Not a huge amount of finished objects, just one, I think. But, spoiler alert, a new make-along is going to start. I've been mulling this idea over for a little while, and I will announce it all in the podcast tomorrow. So that will be a make-along between now and the end of the year. And if you don't watch the podcast but watch the vlog, I'll see you next week. If you watch the podcast, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Look after yourselves, keep well, and take care. Bye-bye.